Welcome back, dear guests. Now we are starting our digital entertainment and media section. Our speaker is the former co-founder and CEO of 5 Minute Media, which under his leadership became the world's largest online video syndication platform for news, entertainment, and lifestyle videos. Acquired by AOL for $65 million in September 2010, 5 Minute Media became his entry ticket into the AOL family. According to him, since buying 5 Minute, AOL has gone from 150 million views per month to 1.4 billion views per month. An entrepreneur and a global digital entertainment prophet, welcome HARNEVO at Webit stage.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ran. Really happy to be here. It's my first time in Istanbul. And I want to talk to you about online video and what really makes online video powerful in our days, and how can you really build a very big online video platform that is global and that is massive. So just to give people some perspective around the United States, the recent poll that Nielsen has made in the US claims that 34% of millennials are not even watching TV. 10% are not watching it at all, and 24% watch mostly video online. We see the trend. We see people moving with your iPhones and your tablets and your connected TVs into online video. It's actually the most growing industry in the internet right now, globally, and in the US. And what we believe in AOL, which really is an evolution of a startup that I founded with two other friends and got acquired by AOL a few years ago, is that TV and digital, at the end of the day, are going to get connected. They're not going to be different. It's not going to be two industries. We're not going to use two different metrics. It's just going to be one thing that live on every screen, including the big TV. So just to give you some perspective, and then we're going to get into what we think we should do in order to win it. These are the main players right now in the US in terms of video views across the board, ads, and views themselves. And you can see that YouTube is a giant monster with 15 billion views, and then AOL is number 2 with 5 billion views a month across all of platforms, which is 4 times bigger than Hulu, more or less, in terms of scale. But if you compare us to the TV guys, you can see that in terms of reach and in terms of how big we are, the internet companies in the US are way bigger than the TV folks when you see the actual distribution and reach we have online. So if you see AOL, we reach 126 million Americans a month, which is 1 out of every 3 Americans. And if you look at the TV networks that are trying to move their business into online, you can see they're lagging way behind. And the reason for it is that I think that in the digital space, you need to have a different strategy and you need to be very different. And what we are doing basically is focusing on the 3 main things that I think everyone that deals with online video need to focus at, which is creating your own content and taking other people's content through curation, then being massively invested into distribution and knowing how to monetize. So I'll take you through the whole 3 very quickly. I don't know how many of you are watching Netflix. I don't know if even Netflix is available in Turkey. How many people watched House of Cards here? That's great. So there's a huge need to create original content only for the internet. Otherwise, as good as we're going to be in technology, there's going to be nothing really differentiated to see. We took a huge bet in 2013, and we got into original production, and we even surprised ourselves with 150 million views, and we reached 67 million Americans by creating global shows, and we basically created 15 shows in our first year. Let's have a look. internet company like AOL, which basically a lot of people are attaching with subscription, is starting to produce original shows. We reached 67 million people this year. We almost doubled our investment, and we went into producing another series of shows. I'm going to show you the shows, and then I'm going to talk a little bit of what we did with that content to make it so successful. We basically launched 16 shows. 4 of them are shows that were successful in the previous year, and 12 are completely new, including a long-form show, which is, we hope, is going to be the House of Cards moment. So let's look at 2014. So we're producing video shows on the internet for 2 years only. We were nominated for an Emmy twice this year. Almost the first time that internet companies are getting nominated. Steve Buscemi show, and the future starts here. But on top of all the shows that we are creating, we're also aggregating shows from everyone that is wanting and willing to use our audience in terms of putting their show forward. We're taking shows from 1,000 video companies across the US, from New York Times to BuzzFeed to ESPN to all the cable networks, and a lot of companies in Europe and the UK. And then we do what is really the most important thing when you become an internet company dealing with online video. We distribute and we create audiences not only on our platform and on AOL.com or Huffington Post or everything we own. We basically share this library with everyone that want to take it and use it. And we've created the largest syndication network for online video worldwide. We have 2,000 partner sites that are using our content and our ads so that they have better experiences to their users. We have APIs, and we're allowing all mobile developers across all the platforms to be able to use our library and our content and our video player on every device. And we live on thousands of apps that are not owned by AOL, but we service the video to the consumers that are using them. And then the last thing, which is probably the most important one, is that we took a bet to be on every connected device. So it's not only about production, it's also about distribution and creating really massive technology that allows every publisher, including publishers in this room, if you want to use our content to create an experience to your consumers, we're going to give you a deal immediately, and we're going to share the revenues on a global basis. And this is really what creates scale beyond what we know on the YouTube side, which is a destination, or on the Hulu side, just the need to take it all over the place and expand. So before I end with monetization, I'm going to show you our first long-form show, which is really a TV show produced by AOL. And the reason we went and produced it was that we finished this. And we realized that right now, almost 80 million Americans can watch us on their connected TV, and globally we live on every platform. We basically bought a cable show, and we're producing our first long-form show ever for AOL, which is called Connected. Let's have a look.
You need to, I imagine the yard dressed in streamers. You understand what I'm saying?
You're annoying.
I'm annoying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think I'll be okay if I don't have kids?
What are you talking about?
I'm-
You have at least like 4 or 5 years to have kids.
What are you talking about? I'm 42.
רציתי ילד וקיבלתי זוגיות. ועוד עם אישה.
Jeg kan ikke rigtig sætte ord på det.
Maybe if your husband had a lot more sex, he wouldn't need to watch porn.
So that's what this is about.
So this show is going to launch in 5 months on a global basis. And since I'm out of time, I'll just finish with the most important thing, because at the end of the day, we're in the business of monetization. What we basically did was we matched TV metrics to digital metrics, and we were the first company to adopt ratings on an internet basis. So today, if you're TV buyers, we did a deal with Nielsen, and we are measured in TV ratings on all of our shows. And on top of it, a year ago, we bought Adapt TV. I don't know how many of you heard of it. It's AOL's biggest acquisition in the last decade or so. And it's a programmatic video platform that enables us to use technology in order to monetize thousands of websites that are using our content so that we can share money with the whole environment. So at the end of the day, I think that if you're looking at online video, it's really hard just to attack one side. It's content, it's distribution, and it's monetization, which can bring tremendous scale in every market. Thank you so much.